I've shown the front of the box many times, but I've never really shown the process with the box. So I want to do that right now. It's not going to be a long video because it's not a very long process. Front of the box sticks out far enough, like the roof, it's an overhang. So your bees aren't getting rained on, they don't get exposed to the weather the way they do in a limestone box. Another thing is that the roof is insulated, so you don't have the respiration problems where it freezes and rains on the bees inside the box. The roof sticks out so that in the summertime, it actually shades the front of the box when the sun is high in the sky, but in the wintertime, when the sun is lower, it actually heats the front of the box, making the box warm in the winter and cool in the summer. To open it, pretty simple process. Wow, that's hard. We'll get a little bit of smoke here. Now, the brood area is generally going to be right in about this area. And this being a swarm from this year, probably June 20th or something like that, they're building up pretty well. We've got probably 12 frames or so that they've built on. These are double frames, so that would be 24 frames altogether. It would be like 2.5 deeps. What you're really going to do is you just kind of look to see what they're doing on the last frame. And this one, you can see wax foundation. I don't use this stuff anymore. I just put it in there. They chew it up, they use the wax, but they don't ever build on it. I'm going to look at my last frame, see how they're doing on that. And you just pull like this. I love this Hive tool for the purpose of being able to pull stuff out. You can look at the comb, see how it is. You can see this is a double frame. Look at the other side. Put it back in the box. You don't have to tear off layer after layer to get into your bees, which I think is absolutely a pain in the ass. Pulling out an inner frame, not so difficult. Really, for an inspection, you're just kind of looking to see how the queen is laying, if she's doing well. This is all hatched out brood. They're starting to put in nectar, so they're starting to get ready for the winter time. This side, the same exact thing, so they're starting to build up for winter. I can look at the other frames from inside if I want to. Everything looks good there. Slide it back in. Not really damaging the bees at all in this process. Look at this frame because this one fell apart the other day. Pull this out. Wow, well, there's the queen right there. She's a nice big sized queen. She's been laying really well. I don't know if you can see her in this small video, but she's a kind of a monster compared to everything else. And usually you can tell where the queen is based on pretty much how the bees are acting. So, pull this one right out. Good brood kind of hatching out there. She's starting to cut back on brood production as all the brood is coming out. We've got a lot of pollen here. Eggs in there, so she started laying in there too. Being that the queen is on here, I want to go in really gentle. Push that tight. Pretty much have seen enough. I'll hit it with smoke so I'm not crushing the bees as I close the lid. And that's it. Now the way this hive is designed, and I can open this one up too, I have boards in here that separate everything. Just grab this one. I can actually keep 3 hives, 3 different colonies in one box. These things fit into the box, they separate it. In the bottom of it, peat moss. That helps absorb the moisture. It also works really well at creating the microclimate that you would have in a hollow tree. The bees go in to the box from a slot in the front. They never run across the bottom board. whenever the bees have a mite problem with these, they pull the mites off, they go down into the peat moss, they can't get back up on the bees. When people ask me, how do you fix this problem? How do you fix this problem? How do you fix this problem? My answer would really simply be, get a better box, get better bees. Okay? Beekeeping is not that hard if you do everything right. If you do one thing wrong, it's kind of the same as doing everything wrong. Now, these boxes were designed for bees first and beekeepers second. Langstroth boxes were designed for beekeepers. And I'm not talking about the person who wants to have bees in their backyard. I'm talking about beekeepers who want to have 20 to 80 to 200 to 400 to thousands of hives. The Langstroth box plays the odds. You basically put the bees in, you're harvesting honey, that's your main goal. It's not about keeping bees. And in the end, you'll lose a certain percentage, but in the spring, they'll swarm, and then you'll go buy more bees and fill them up again. They're in that for production. They want the honey, and it's a different type of beekeeping than if you want to have bees in your backyard that you want to enjoy, that you don't have to work with, that you don't have problems with, that you don't lose every year. That's what this box is for.